It was one of those bitter winter nights when the cold didn't just bite, it buried its teeth deep into your skin and refused to let go. Jason pulled his thin hoodie tighter around his frame, his hands jammed in his pockets. The late bus was delayed again, and he had no car, no money for a cab, and Northwest warm place to wait, just the icy pavement of the bus stop and the weight of another long shift at the auto shop on his back. Life had not been kind. He worked hard, took double shifts when he could, and still had to choose between rent and food sometimes. Just as he was about to pace back and forth to stay warm, he noticed her. A woman sat on the far end of the bench, arms wrapped tightly around herself, shivering. Her long coat was soaked through from the freezing rain that had poured just an hour earlier. She looked lost, her eyes blank, as if she'd been waiting there far too long. Jason hesitated. She wasn't asking for help. But something about the way she clutched her arms around herself tugged at something deep inside him. Without thinking, he took off his hoodie, the only real warmth he had, and walked over. "Hey," he said gently, "you look like you're freezing. Take this. It's not much, but it's something." The woman looked up, startled. Her lips parted, but no words came. Her eyes scanned his face, tired, kind, genuine. I can't take your hoodie," she said, her voice cracking with cold. "You need it too." "I'll survive," he shrugged, placing it gently over her shoulders. "Besides, I've had worse nights." "You look like you need it more." She didn't argue after that. She just pulled it closer, like it was the first warmth she'd felt in hours. They sat in silence for a while until the bus lights finally pierced through the fog. As they boarded, she turned to him. "My name is Vanessa," she said. "Thank you." "Really?" "Jason," he replied with a small smile. "Anytime." Vanessa didn't tell him who she was. Not that night. Not the next. Not even the next week. But she thought about him. Constantly. What Jason didn't know was that Vanessa Hart was the CEO of Hartwell Enterprises, a major tech company headquartered downtown. But tonight, none of that mattered. Because her car had broken down, her phone had died, and none of her power or prestige had been enough to get her home. She had been invisible, vulnerable, and cold. And one man, a stranger, had seen her. Not her money. Not her title. Just her. The next morning, Jason dragged himself into work at the repair shop. It was loud, greasy, and full of the same routines. But it paid what little it could, and Jason was never one to complain. He worked hard, cleaned up after others, and went home exhausted. That afternoon, the shop's owner walked in with a strange look on his face. "Jason," he called. "You've got a visitor. She says it's important." Jason raised an eyebrow and wiped his hands on a rag. Visitors weren't common. As he stepped out front, he froze. It was her. Van.